The campaigning has stepped up a notch, and so has the brinkmanship. Tony Abbott's agreed to an economic debate broadcast on the ABC, but he still wants Julia Gillard to agree to another public forum, this time in Brisbane. The Prime Minister officially launched Labor's campaign today in the Queensland capital. It was low-key. The only new announcement was a promise to use broadband internet for medical services. Political reporter Nick Harmson.
As campaign launches go, this was deliberately low-key. Labor luminaries took a back seat to the Gillard family, all except one political father figure. Another former Prime Minister was given a standing ovation. The event was held in his electorate, but Kevin Rudd's embrace was more rhetorical than physical.
A man of great achievements, with great achievements to lie in the future for our nation. Thank you, Kevin.
Gone was the zing of launches past. Even the punchline was borrowed.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will move forward with confidence and optimism.
The headline promise, almost $400 million for online health, including Medicare rebates for consultations over the internet. It tied together Labor's key campaign themes: the economy, population, health and broadband.
It can be a long way in from the edge of town if you're feeling sick and you've just had an operation. Under this scheme, you will be able to go to your local general practitioner and consult face-to-face through the power of the internet.
The Prime Minister spoke without notes, and her omissions were duly noted.
No mention of how this nation needs a carbon price, which the Greens will give it. That will be a first-up issue if it's Prime Minister Gillard after the election.
Julia Gillard's rallying call fed the opposition leader a line.
We will get more debt and deficit. We will get more boats. We will get more backflips, and we will, as sure as night follows day, get a carbon tax.
Tony Abbott spent the day running hard in Western Sydney, rolling through a string of promises in 5 seats.
The people of Sydney have seen it before from state Labor. They're getting it now from federal Labor. Big promises before the election, broken promises after the election.
But the latest news poll has the coalition still trailing, and Labor kicking back at Tony Abbott's lead on the economy.
Very nice. Geez, I tell you, you're pretty tough, aren't you?
The record of Labor is clear, it's magnificent, it's the best in the world, and against that you have the nothingness of the Liberals.
This is a bloke whose daily exercise routine now includes running away from a debate on the economy.
Not anymore. The opposition leader has embraced his underdog status and is more ready to scrap with the Prime Minister. Having refused yesterday, he's now agreed to a debate on the ABC tomorrow night. In return, he expects Julia Gillard to say yes to another town hall-style forum in Brisbane on Wednesday.
Let's debate, just her, just me, with Chris Uhlmann in the middle tomorrow night, and then on Wednesday night she should face up to the people.
Tony Abbott faced the people tonight, and one questioner bore more than a passing resemblance to a former foe.
Good to be with you, Tony, and thanks for having me on the program. My question is, how can I be less like Kevin and more like you?
I think that would be an impossible transformation.
Former leaders don't need a public forum to find an audience. Bob Hawke and John Howard are keeping it real their way.
Come back, mate, we need you.
And unlike some other former leaders, are doing their best not to upset the party line.
He's starting to cry. Back with Daddy. Tony Abbott is the captain of the ship. He's in charge. My time has passed, and I'm just around to help.
Both still masters, no longer the commander. Nick Harmson, Lateline.